Today's topic is I Can Triumph with Resilience. We're still in that triumphant series. And it's so important that we realize that we will all face some kind of hardship in our life. Um, we will go through hard times, tough times, and sometimes when we go through these phases, we think we're alone. We feel like we're by ourselves. Nobody else has gone through this. Nobody is going through this. Nobody understands how we feel. But I want to ask you a question. What does it, what do you do when giving up is not an option? You want to fight for your health. You want to fight for your family, your relationship. You want to get out of that place where you are right now, that valley experience, that painful experience. You want to get out of it. When giving up is not an option, what do you do? So there are three things that I want to share with you today about what it looks like to build your resilience muscle. Number one, maintain a positive mindset. Yes, I know. I say that all the time, and it is critical. And what I mean by maintaining a positive mindset, because mindset is everything. What goes on between your two ears can either make you or break you. We've got to choose. Choose what you focus on. That's how you maintain a positive mindset. Yes, we go through anxiety and stress, and those things pull us to all the what if in a negative sense. Those negative talk and negative voice that we hear is calling us to focus on what's not positive. And so we've got to make sure we interrupt that and choose to press reset and choose to go the other way and maintain our mind. That's number one, right? Number two is acknowledge the progress you have made. Acknowledge the progress you have made. No matter how small the progress, celebrate your win. Acknowledge that progress. These are things that you need to put in your toolbox because life happens in seasons and you will go through stuff. And where you are right now, no matter this hard place, this overwhelming place that you are, it won't last forever. Nothing lasts forever. The storm doesn't last forever. For those who were in Florida or in the path of the hurricane in other parts of the country, it doesn't last forever. Yes, other hurricanes come later and at other times, but the one, Milton, it doesn't last forever. It came through. It took an hour, 2 hours, whatever. It came through and it passes. That's what I want to remind you. You get a chance to catch your breath. You get a chance to rebuild. So it's important that you acknowledge your progress. And number three, take time to rest, recharge, find what gives you joy so that you can become relentless and build your resilient muscle so that you can triumph. The goal is to triumph. The goal is to realize that everything you're going through right now is taking you to something on the other side. So don't focus so much on what you're going through. Draw the lessons as as you're going through it, right? And as you're going through it, make sure you grow through it as well. But the other point I want to add to that is make sure you focus on what you're going to, right? What's pulling you forward? What's the possibility that's waiting on the other side? Look towards what's possible and let that pull you in that direction to what you're going to. I've had the privilege of sitting in the audience of Nick Vujicic. This is a young man that was born with no arms, no legs. I have a book here from him that I bought some time ago, right? Nick Vujicic was born with no limbs. And yes, he could have given up. And yes, he struggled in the early years in his childhood days, wondering who could he become as an adult? What would he do? He even attempted to take his own life. But he recognized that the creator who designed him has purpose for him. And he leaned into that. And he overcame this overwhelming feeling of giving up. He chose to focus on what's possible. He chose a growth mindset. He chose to acknowledge the progress he could make and he was making and he continues to make today. Today, Nick Vujicic overcame the challenge of him being different, looking different from his family members, looking different from kids in school, looking different from regular human beings. And he held on to the hope of who he could become. He is now an international motivational speaker. I want that to sit for you. He didn't think he could get a wife and get married and have children. Nick is married and has 4 children, y'all. 4 healthy children, and every one of them have their limbs. He could have given up. He could have checked out of here, but instead he checked in. I need you to look within you. The power is within you. God has designed you with everything you need on the inside. So don't check out, check in. And as you check in, draw on those things that will help you to keep going forward. It's important that we pause and recognize what we're feeling. Don't dismiss it. Building your resilience doesn't say for you to ignore what you're feeling, but check in. Reach out for resources that can help you. If it's a therapist that you need, reach for it. If it's a dear family, trusted friend that you need that could encourage you, pray with you, pray for you, connect with them. Find what you need. If it's a good book that you need to read, like Nick's book, he has several books, but this is the one that I have. Find it. Find resources to motivate you, to encourage you, to not give up, to not give in. Because remember, life comes in seasons and it won't always be the way it is. You can triumph. You can push through those hard places. Like Patty talked about in the book that she wrote, From Trauma to Triumph. Find resources that can help you to keep moving forward. To be resilient doesn't say you're unbreakable, right? It doesn't say that. But what it says in the face of uncertainties, you're going to dig in your heels and you're not going to give up. You're going to find that life jacket. You're going to find that resource. You're going to find that thing that is going to keep you grounded so that you don't give up. Nick's story is a story of triumph, right? So find stories of people. Last week I talked about Nelson Mandela being in a prison 27 years, yet he didn't let that break his spirit. Yes, I'm sure he was overwhelmed and frustrated, but he didn't let that break his spirit. And he came out of it and became the president over the people who put him there. It is possible. I want you to remember this word, possible. It is possible. And that's where I need you to hang your hat today on your resilience, to keep going, to keep believing, to keep trusting, to keep on hoping, and hold on to resilience to take you to the other side of where you are. Decide today that you will not give up, you will not give in, you will be relentless about your resilience journey. And keep building your resilience muscle. Remember, you must maintain a positive mindset. You must acknowledge your progress. And you must pause to recharge and find the things that give you joy. Look within you. Tap into the power of who your designer says you are, how he made you, how he created you. Don't dismiss your small gifts. Don't dismiss your small progress. And remember, according to a Chinese proverbs, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Choose today to take the first step to build your resilience muscle, to keep going forward so that you can triumph. Try being a triumphant person, living a triumphant life, living a life that is built from determination, from you being perseverance, you persevering through your hardships is possible. I want you to know it is possible. Everything you need is on the inside. Have a great day, and may God bless you. Keep going forward. Let me know how you're triumphing. Let me know how you're building your resilience. And if you need help, find the help. I am a coach, and I can come alongside you and collaborate with you to help you build that muscle. Let's do it together. Let's get it done. Have a good one.